Hi, my name is Jacob Webb, and I'm a secondary social science major at the University of South Alabama. And this is a podcast for Dr. Strange's EDM 310 class. And today we're going to be talking about our experiences with blogging and how blogging can or cannot benefit us as teachers.
Hi, my name is Courtney Bingston, and I'm an elementary education major.
Hi, my name is Kim Holland, and I'm an elementary education major.
Hi, my name is Matthew Poirier, and I'm a secondary English major. And personally, I like the idea of blogging. I've never been a very tech-savvy guy. But one of our projects was we had to upload a Google Docs presentation on ourselves onto our blog, and it was really easy to do, even for a guy who's not very tech savvy. And I think a scenario for a class, like if I have a Google Docs presentation, like a PowerPoint that has to be turned in and presented to the class, say one of my students are out sick or something like that, and of course prior to that day he's going to have the project completely ready. So I think if he's not in there sick, I could contact his parents or something like that, and just have him upload it onto a blog. That way, I'd be able to look at his progress. And I'm an English major, so say we're studying a contemporary author or something like that, we can Twitter or whatever, and then we can upload information on a blog.
For me personally, with the subject matter that I'll be teaching in history, I don't think that blogging would be the best way to get across the lesson plans. For me, a lecture style class would be more beneficial. Personally, I don't care much for blogging. I can see the benefit for it in some classrooms. A lecture style class is the most appropriate in my mind.
I agree with Jacob. I really do not care for blogging. View it. I am going to be teaching hopefully roughly first grade, and I do not feel that blogging would be necessary for them. It'll be hard for them to grasp that concept. Grammar, punctuation, spelling will play big roles in that, and I just do not think that certain elementary age students could be mature enough to handle blogging.
Well, I understand the privacy issues, but personally for me, I only think it's appropriate for an elementary level student. I only find it appropriate for that level if the teacher is the one in charge of the blog. Whereas in secondary age, they can understand the concept that once it's out there, so they could be in charge of their own blogs. But for elementary level, I really think it's beneficial, especially for working parents, so they can view their child's work and how they're progressing so far. For those parent-teacher meetings that they can't necessarily get to because they just do not have the time to go because they just can't be in two places at once. And I also think it's beneficial because you can have a student of the week on the blog and recognize a student for doing exceptional work. I just think there's a lot of benefits mainly for the working parent.
Now, one of the risks that y'all mentioned was privacy issues. And I know that, for younger students especially, it's going to be an issue when it comes to privacy because it's difficult for a young student to understand the concept of, that once you put it out there, it's out there forever. And I know for EDM 310 in Dr. Strange's class, for a lot of assignments we have comments for students, and we have to look at young students particularly, their blog posts, and we have to comment on them. Now, I love the idea of younger students putting their foot out the door technology-wise and really getting a grasp of how that feels. But not to say anything bad, but it is obvious you do notice a lot of grammar and punctuation mistakes and things like that. Now, of course they're just students in progress. They are learning, of course, and afterwards they are going to learn that. But I think a lot of students, if they were to, once they grow up and were to look back on that, I think a lot of them would be embarrassed. And that's, to look at their poor grammar and punctuation skills. And I think that's something that, we can avoid. And, for older students, it's not that difficult to have them understand that concept. And say for Courtney and Kim, they're gonna have, when they have their students do blogs or whatever, the thing that they're gonna have to concentrate on is basically helping their students put their foot out in the door with just doing blogs. And with me and Jacob, since we're going to be teaching secondary education, we don't have to stress that as much. But as you can tell, there are many pros and cons to blogging in the classroom, and we hope we've helped you with our discussion. Feel free to leave any comments and or questions.